Alright, so day 8, when we got to Neel Gap, we did a 0. So when Luscious dropped us off at the hotel, we went in, Jackie got in the shower while I ordered a pizza, and then I jumped in the shower while we were waiting on the pizza to arrive. And then we got a good night's sleep, and then we needed to do laundry, but it was like 95 degrees outside, and we didn't want to walk half a mile to go and do that. And there weren't any shuttle drivers available. And this might be a good time to explain what a shuttle driver is. So all along the AT, there are what are considered to be like hiker-friendly towns, and businesses pop up, and people will make hostels in their homes like I was speaking about before, or people will set up a service where they'll pick hikers up and drop them off. They'll even do something, sometimes they'll do like slack packing, which is where you leave your big old backpack and you just take a small one, just enough really to take your water with you so that you can go a few miles farther and just kind of give your body a break. But anyway, we needed to do laundry. Didn't want to go to walk the half a mile. So I rinsed my clothes out in the bathtub because they were funky. And then I put them back on and I jumped in the pool because I figured if there was anything left alive, the chlorine probably would kill it. And then I came back to the room, jumped in the shower, washed it all off again. Then I put it in the sink with a little soap, washed it, and was able to hang it out on the balcony. Jackie washed her clothes. We hung hers out on the balcony so that they would dry. Then we decided to stay another night. So day 9, we actually slack packed. So we called a shuttle driver this time named Bandit, and he picked us up from the hotel at 6 in the morning. He drove us to Neel Gap, and we hiked southbound to Neel Gap. So all this other time we've been going northbound. This time we went southbound. So northbound, Nobo, southbound, Sobo. I might call it that. I might not. I watch a lot of hiking videos. I get it. Most of you probably don't. I do think about a lot of you though while I'm on the trail. And BB, there have been hearts, but I have been too tired to stop and take pictures of hearts. But just so you know, there's love on the trail in Georgia too. So there's that. Alright, well, I will put in a couple clips I have here. And while we were doing our 0 day, I have Walmart delivery or whatever. So Walmart delivered, like we ordered resupply of food and stuff like that. So they delivered it to the room. That was wonderful. That night that we were doing the 0, we walked over to this good little restaurant, and I got meatloaf and mashed potatoes, which is what I needed. Some comfort food. It was great. Yeah, I think that's all I was going to say at this little bit, and I will be back shortly. It's just nice to get some time to clear your head. Or at least for me, I have a lot of swirling thoughts. Y'all might not. Y'all might have. I don't know. Anyway. So, we're having a really good time. I haven't been able to post much because there's been a lot of times when we haven't had service. But we're pretty much taking our time. A lot of people get out here and they can kill it, you know. They can do 15, 20 mile days. I think we've done a 7 and 8, a couple 5s, couple 4s. And I'm good with that because my goal when I get back home is to be able to keep doing some exercise. And to finish to North Carolina. I don't want to hurt myself or my knees, even though I've fallen every single day. I fell on those freaking rocks coming over Blood Mountain the other day. And my foot got stuck between two rocks. And I twisted sideways, kind of twisted my ankle and my knee a little bit, but it didn't really hurt it. But anyway, I fell kind of down between these two rocks. And my backpack, of course, was on my back. But my belly was up in the air. And I didn't really know what to do. And my hiking partner turned around. She kind of was laughing at me. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And she's like, take your backpack off. So I had to take my backpack off in order to get up. So anyway, on trails, people like to give other people trail names. And number one, I'm slow. And then number two, I fell. And she said I looked like a turtle. So my trail name is now Turtle. Oh, here's a nice little campsite. You come upon these random campsites in the woods that are nice. The problem with staying at those versus a shelter is there's no privy. So you gotta try to dig a hole to poop in. Well, good luck with that, because most of this ground is hard as hell. And you have to pack your water a long way. So, and I use a lot of water, apparently. So there's that. It's just really nice. The breeze is blowing and the birds are singing. Sun shining, thank God. No rain. So that all this isn't slick, otherwise I'd just slide down through here. Hope to get to the bottom, maybe, before the shuttle driver gets there. And I can go into a store called Mountain Crossings. It's an outfitter for, you know, outdoor stuff. It's the first major place that northbound Appalachian Trail hikers come to resupply. And I think I took a picture last time, I can't remember if I did or not, of all the shoes up in the tree at Neel Gap. If I didn't, I'll show those to you. That's where people get to the bottom of the damn Blood Mountain, and a lot of people decide they're done. This is not for them. So they stop, tie their shoelaces together, and throw their shoes over a tree because they quit. And I see why they quit. I really do. That, I'm not sure the name of that first mountain we came over, but damn, it was rough. And then the next day wasn't too bad. And then it, you know, it'll kind of go back and forth a little bit. But that's because I'm not doing big miles. You get people who either don't have a lot of time to be off, you know, to do this, or they're young, or they're just more fit, but still, you start out hiking 10 miles a day with a 30-pound pack on your back. Some of them are, hell, this one guy had 50. I mean, I don't care, you know, what you're doing. If you don't do that all the time, it wears you out. And Blood Mountain is rough. So these people get over Blood Mountain, and I know, because you're thinking the whole time, am I ever going to get off this damn mountain? Good grief. I mean, I thought I was being pranked and all kinds of shit. Even today, I went through spaces on this trail so narrow that next week you won't even be able to tell trails here. So hopefully the trail maintenance will come through, but I do understand they're busy. But I understand why these people throw their shoes. So maybe if they could just slow down a little, and maybe that's all of us to an extent, you know. Maybe if we could just slow down a little bit, maybe we would make better decisions with lots of things in our life, and you know, we wouldn't get hurt and you could continue on. So maybe that's a lesson I've learned up here walking, trying to make wise decisions. And I mean, it's hard though, I understand, I really do. But if you ever get the chance, I think this is good for your soul. If not, you do need to find something you like to do. And you need to do it with some regularity. That's not just a saying. And if you have kids, if you have a spouse, y'all need to take turns with the kids and give each other the opportunity to rest and unwind. It's good for everybody. Good for the whole family, you know. But anyway, that's all I got for Cheryl's words of wisdom for the day. Turtle's words of wisdom. There we go. Anyway, maybe I'll video some more later. I'm gonna get off here and try to speed up a little. Alright. Talk to y'all later. See you soon. The other reason I'm slow is because I take some time to stop and smell the roses, per se. And I love watching these bees go over the flowers and gather the pollen. And there's butterflies, which I'm never able to catch on here. But it's just so interesting. And like little millipedes and centipedes, and they're always at a spot where I don't have my phone out. But anyway, I'll stop and look at all that stuff too. So I'll stop and smell the roses, per se. Oh, he flew off. The only place where the AT goes under a structure, and this is Mountain Crossing here at Neel Gap. It's actually miscalled Neel's, but they have corrected that to Neel Gap. So I'm gonna go into the store. See ya. So I realize after watching some of this back that I kind of repeat myself, but I can't remember sometimes what I have and haven't said or have or haven't explained, so I don't know. This damn video editor. Oh yeah, that's me. Anyway, so that day we got finished early. We were done by like noon. I went swimming in the pool again. We just walked over to Zaxby's for dinner that night, which was just next door. Then the next morning, we got a new shuttle driver named Rachel to drop us off at Hogpen Gap because we went Sobo. She dropped us off at Hogpen Gap, and we continued Nobo the next day. I'll add that in here. Alright, our first little snake we've seen on trail. He's back and back under in the brush. I don't know what kind of snake it is. I don't know if it's poisonous or not, but yesterday everybody's talking about seeing Timbler rattlers.
I'll have to look up one that has a ring around his neck.
So that's how they go in and you don't see them. Huh. Little sucker. Shit. Let's go down, climb a hill. On our way to Neel Gap shelter. Trail was tighter than this yesterday. Had total 7 ticks on my clothes. Pulled one off. Embedded in my side, so maybe I'll have to endure that shit again today. We'll see. It's thundering. We got about a mile to go before we get to shelter. So, trying to get there before all hell breaks loose. But this is easy. So, put y'all away. Maybe make up a little time from that pretty, it's just one steep climb. The rest of the day's been pretty flat. Short day. We just left the hotel this morning. We didn't check out till 11. Didn't get started on trail till 12, so anyway, talk to y'all later.